And what if my art does not sell? It is one of the best things that can happen to you, because then you are stuck with your beautiful art portfolio. Even if you deleted your art portfolio, you can't wash away the fact that you are an artist now. You have your portfolio and a dream of a business, but before you is a gap, and it requires that you build a bridge. That is called a beginning. That is how every business entrepreneur starts. The gap and the bridge is a blessing. Here you are not doing business for business' sake. Here you have a reason. You become driven. You learn without trying, and you advance without pushing. Once you realize that kind of paying the bills is not enough, it will take but a moment of rest to invent your next step. The next step that builds on top of your beautiful art portfolio, that indestructible nucleus that is all the proof that you can do it all. Your beautiful 9-piece art portfolio, born of hope, realism, inspiration, comprehension, understanding, a sprinkle of rage maybe, and certainly rebellion, ignited by the deceptively simple process of placing a transparent reference image over your entire canvas to allow you to pick the colors and shape to perfection, is a magical ticket. Print out the pieces of 9, hold it in your hand. Look at all the details, all the pixels that you put in there. And notice how that dark fantasy of sick man that sold the world, of creatures that cannot create, only destroy, trembles before you. How the sickness of the broken man has no power over you. Your pieces of 9 truly, fully, deeply are a magical ticket that will help you rise. You take out your journal that has the sticker version of your pieces of 9 plastered all over it, and you start building the bridge. You work on the system diagrams. It is a very simple program. A person comes to the website, uploads an image for about $50. Then the image goes into a task queue. Someone scores it for quality. They talk to the customer about some improvements. Then the artists that signed up with your company begin their work. 3 artists that like the photo create a total of 9 works, and the customer orders 2 of them to completion for about $50 each. For a total of $100 or $150, the customer gets 2 unique portraits. You take 25% of that. And the artists don't just make money, they practice and add another piece to their portfolio. During the sign-up process, you train your artists to use Krita and to stretch the reference image using Reference Images tool over the entire canvas, where it becomes both perfect color and perfect shape reference. And let your artists form guilds that adhere to particular techniques, and let them create their own storefronts under the umbrella of your system and your website URL. It all works out great in the end. Whenever an artist brings users to their own store, it generates new traffic to the entire website, which is a good idea for all artists that signed up with you. And you should allow thousands or tens of thousands of artists to sign up. And though you can try to have "there will be no slightly crooked paintings sold by our business" policy or guarantee, people will come in and trace from reference by eyeball. And you know what? That is good too. A good part of art is meditation. Do you see? If your initial business worked out, all you would be able to do is pay the bills and get some techno gadgets maybe. But because there was a gap, your heart was challenged to build and to innovate, to grow from artist to entrepreneur, from few $100s to just about $10 million per month. Grow in creativity, passion, hope, imagination, adventure, cheerfulness, and a gentle and beautiful vision. A vision that surely can remind all how amazing it is to have portraits of people they love, painted just for them in the colors they love, hanging all around their house. And of course, it is not all love all the time. Hopefully, you will have a low-brow option for that uncle that always talks politics at the table, where people can choose from the following upgrades. One eye bigger than the other. Pantless in grandmother pantaloons. Tiny little mouth. Extra wrinkles. Eye patch. Googly eyes. Strange little hat. Handcuffs. Missing tooth. And finally, my favorite extra option. Prevent the artist from tracing the likeness even with some extra loose technique, and make the final outcome slightly crooked, so that everyone has to equally slightly pretend it's good. Yeah, it's good. It's really good. It looks like him. You are very talented. You were always very talented as a child. Actually, you spoke before your father did after he found out about my pregnancy. Tremendous talent.